Hello everyone, I'm Alan Thrall, and in this video I'm going to show you my weekly protein sources. These are the foods and the meals that I most commonly get all my protein from. These are my favorite protein sources because 1, they taste good, 2, they're pretty low in saturated fat, 3, I can eat these without restriction, and 4, they're very versatile, so I can use these protein sources in a lot of different meals. And being the cook of the family, that's pretty important to me. Now enough with the appetizer small talk, let's get to the entree of this video. Number 1, Greek yogurt, non-fat, plain. With 17 grams of protein per serving, 0 grams of saturated fat, this stuff is a protein cheat code. I like to eat it with fruit, sometimes granola, whether it's store-bought granola, sometimes homemade granola, and some hemp seed. This meal comes out to around 30 to 35 grams of protein, depending on how much hemp seed and how much granola I use. Number 2, hemp seeds. With 10 grams of protein per serving, along with a host of other health benefits, these are a great topper on yogurt, in oatmeal, cereals, smoothies. I even put them in baked goods sometimes. Number 3, this is pea protein powder. Now there's nothing special about this particular protein, but it is cheap and it's at my local grocery store. And I actually prefer pea protein taste and texture in foods over other proteins. I rarely just drink a plain old protein shake, but I will add pea protein powder to a lot of my foods. So with that, I'm going to show you my overnight oats that I'll eat for breakfast a couple times per week. 1 banana, smashed with some peanut butter, non-fat plain Greek yogurt, half a cup of oats, a few tablespoons of hemp seeds, cinnamon, blueberries, vanilla protein powder mixed with almond milk. Now I normally don't measure anything but the oats. I just eyeball it until it looks like this finished product. And after sitting in the fridge overnight, it's ready to eat. I sprinkle on some chia seeds and nuts. Today I used cashews. This calorie bomb has a little over 50 grams of protein in it. Now I'm going to show you my favorite protein smoothies that me and my kids love, especially as we approach the summer months. The first is a chocolate protein smoothie. Frozen banana, frozen strawberries, almond milk, non-fat plain Greek yogurt, peanut butter, chocolate pea protein. And I bought this brewer's yeast powder for the Super Squats video that I made, and I actually kind of like it. This was a popular protein ingredient before ultimate cookies and cream, fudgesicle, devil's chocolate birthday cake flavored supplements stormed onto the market. The second protein shake is a fruitier protein shake. Frozen mango, banana, non-fat plain Greek yogurt, almond milk, more if you want a drinkable shake, less if you want something that you can eat with a spoon, vanilla protein, and hemp seeds. Whenever I see someone post their food on Instagram and they make a comment about how, oh, this is a great snack because it has this many grams of protein, there's almost always a top comment of some guy saying, why don't you just eat some ground beef? Or they say, I really like this snack because it has 19 grams of protein. And they'll say, or you could just eat a steak. Yes, beef is a great source of protein, but there are a number of reasons why someone would choose not to eat red meat every meal or even every day. It's true that not all protein is created equal. If you're going to compare protein from red meat versus protein from almonds, there's going to be some differences. Some protein is more digestible, some protein has more or less amino acids, but I don't think it's something that needs to be obsessed over. It's kind of like if I posted a video of me doing leg extensions and someone said, why are you doing leg extensions? That's not even a good quad builder. You're just wasting your time. Not realizing that I'm still doing squats and lunges and Romanian deadlifts and all these other leg exercises. So leg extensions, when coupled with a bunch of different exercises, could make for a well-rounded lower body routine. And I kind of view protein the same way. If I focus on getting a good amount of protein each meal, a good amount of protein each day, consistently a good amount of protein every week, and I consume protein from multiple different protein sources, I'm probably covered. I don't need to obsess about amino acids and this and that and this single protein and that single protein. Eat a lot of protein consistently from a variety of sources, good to go. Number 4, ground chicken and turkey. I'll either leave it ground or I'll make patties with it. And I can add this to just about anything. Noodles and sauce for pasta night. I can add it to eggs or egg whites with veggies for a breakfast scramble. Put it on top of rice and veggies with some soy sauce or coconut aminos for a stir-fry vibe. Or I can add it to beans and rice inside a tortilla for burrito night. But let me show you my favorite lunch. I mix ground turkey or ground chicken with some rice. Then I add some random pre-made meals. This is tabbouleh and balela, cherry tomatoes, And I add some olive oil. An absolute powerhouse of a meal. Number 5, sliced chicken breast. This can be added to anything I just listed for the ground chicken and ground turkey, but I absolutely love using this for a fresh, homemade sandwich. Cook some chicken breast any way you like, slice it, store it in the fridge. Now, a good sandwich starts with good bread. I actually smear hummus on the bread in place of mayo. Sometimes I will use mustard. I use avocado, which is a good replacement for cheese. Tomatoes, pickles, sometimes onions, and even sauerkraut, and lettuce. Serve this with some apple slices and a cold sparkling water for the ultimate summer experience. All of this can be added to a wrap too. And now the smoking season is here, I'm adding footage of this smoked chicken. There's nothing special about the preparation for this chicken, it's just seasoning and smoke. Sky's the limit with what I can do with this chicken. A couple options: you could shred it up, put some barbecue sauce on it, put it between 2 buns, top it with some sort of slaw. Got yourself a pulled chicken sandwich. Another option is to put the chicken along with cooked onions, peppers, and garlic inside a tortilla with some enchilada sauce, and there you go, easy enchiladas. Number 6, nuts. I like to make my own trail mix by adding together some nuts, seeds, and dried fruit. My current bag needs to be refreshed, so here we go. I don't normally measure anything, but I will for the video so I can give an estimated protein count for about a cup of this stuff. Now, most of these serving sizes are a 1/4 cup, and on average they all have about 5 grams of protein per 1/4 cup, which means 1 cup is about 20 grams of protein. Not a bad snack. I go with walnuts, pecans, cashews, pistachios, sunflower seeds, dates, and dried apricots. I also like to put dried bananas in here too, but I did not have any lying around during the making of this video. Number 7, low-fat cottage cheese. I used to eat low-fat cottage cheese with some cracked black pepper and sometimes sliced tomato on top. And when I saw people putting fruit on cottage cheese, I thought, who does that? But eventually my culinary brain took over, and fruit and cottage cheese actually makes a lot of sense. People eat cheese and wine. It's common to superset cheese with apple or pear slices. Cheesecake is cheese and sugar. Strawberry cream cheese on a bagel is delicious. And at its core, ice cream is dairy and sugar, so it makes sense to put berries on cottage cheese. And like Greek yogurt, low-fat cottage cheese is a protein cheat code with 13 grams of protein and only 1 gram of saturated fat per serving. And number 8, salmon, usually smoked. Now I'll have regular cooked salmon for dinner 1 night per week, but sometimes I will pick up this smoked salmon, which is raw like sushi, but the cold smoke process preserves it. Sometimes I will make something like bagel and lox, but more commonly I'll make an easy salmon bowl. Rice, edamame, shredded carrots, sliced cucumber, and salmon. I'll add some sesame seeds and some coconut aminos or soy sauce on top to really impress myself. Number 9, eggs. Scrambled, over easy, hard boiled. You could add some ground meat and some cooked veggies for a breakfast scramble. You could put all that in a tortilla for a breakfast burrito. Pop a hard boiled egg in your lunch cooler. Or you can use the over easy egg as a topping like I most commonly do. So an English muffin, peanut butter, sliced banana, over easy egg on top. Sounds odd, but it's delicious. And sometimes I'll do this with a waffle or a pancake or just toast instead of an English muffin. Try it out. Don't let me know what you think. And number 10, egg whites. I didn't want to end this list in 9 items, so I am including egg whites. Now, since egg whites lack much flavor, they're pretty plain, they can be a blank canvas. Personally, I like to add cooked egg whites on top of my oatmeal. Sometimes I'll even make a Joel Kellett protein shake, which is frozen mangoes, egg whites, and water blended up. That's it, thanks for watching, and always remember, tread on time!